Okay, Hannah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Let me add this one. Okay, so hi everyone. Once again, this is Romel, and I would like to say thank you and welcome to this basic training about OM1000 TCP ISDN gateway. So for today, we have prepared five contents. And the first one is about the overview of our equipment, then installation environment, basic configurations. The next one is maintenance operations. And the last part is about troubleshooting techniques for trunking gateway. Okay, so let's start to about the advantages of our OM1000 TE. So as we all know, our trunking gateway is designed under the requirements of the telecom operators, as well as the integrators and those value-added service providers. So the first advantages we have is, of course, we support SIP IMS protocols and as well as the TLS, SRTP, HTTPS, SSH protocols for voice and data encryption. So our OM1000 TE, our trunking gateway provides signaling and media conversion between the voice over IP and ISDN networks. And of course, to ensure the security, we support the SSS and HTTPS for remote access, as well as for encrypt the SIP protocol signaling, we have the TLS and SRTP. Next advantages we have is that we can have up to 4 T1 or E1 spans. It is compatible with CCITT, NI2, the 5 ESS, DMS 100, and the DMS 250. So basically, we support 1, 2, or 4 T1 E1 ports that can up to 1,000 SIP trunks. So this is to meet the requirements of the large and medium-sized enterprise VoIP services. The next on the list is we support of course the gigabit Ethernet ports, and we support from 10, 100, 1000 Mbps Ethernet ports for the RG45. Then we support up to 500 rules for routing and number manipulation rules. So, yeah, number transformation, as I have said, we can do keep, remove, replace, add prefix, suffix to the number. So we can do up to 500 rules. Then we support also T30, T38 fax. That is specifically the high-speed fax with a maximum rate of 33.6 kbps, either T38 or G711 pass-through. The next is we support voice VLAN. This is to ensure integrity of the voice traffic using the voice VLAN. Then we support 1,000 SIP trunk account registrations. So you can set 1,000 SIP trunk under the SIP repeater. So yeah, but nevertheless, the concurrent calls should be depend on the number of E1 ports on the device. And here, the maximum is 120 simultaneous VIP calls. So under full load conditions, we do support 120 concurrent calls for 4E1. So for 1E1, we support 30 concurrent calls, and for 2E1, we support 60 concurrent calls. Then the next one is we support dual network ports and dual AC/DC power supply redundancy. So our trunking gateway, we have dual LAN ports redundancy protection. This is to ensure the calls are not affected by any network failures. And of course, we have an optional for, we call that is a 1+1 AC/DC power supply. So we have a single AC and of course an optional for you for dual AC or dual DC power supply. Then network, we have the Neura Cloud platform for device remote management. So this is for monitoring and operation maintenance of your device. So again, this is one of the advantages we have that we can offer to our partners. It allows our trunking gateway to be accessed, behind the NAT or any firewall. So again, this feature is also good for the technical guys, for engineers, that they will be able to control the devices that is having an issue. Then the next one is support URAC UMS, or Unified Management System, as well as the third-party TR069 and SNMP network management systems. Yeah, not like we support all our devices. We will be able to control our trunking gateway, our MX VoIP gateways, our OM IP-PBX, as well as our NRP devices. So doing so, you can manage a large number of devices. You can configure that. You can also check the status information. At the same time, you will be able to improve the efficiency, the management efficiency. And of course, this will be to reduce significantly the cost with regards to operation or support. Then it has an interoperability with the popular SIP servers such as Cisco, CUCM, the BroadSoft, Microsoft Skype Connect, formerly Link, Huawei IMS, FreeSwitch, and Asterisk or Elastics. So currently, our trunking gateway was able to successfully pass the interoperability test with the various popular platforms that shown here on the screen. Okay, so let's go over the equipment structure for OM1000 TE. Yeah, on the front panel, you can see here the reset button. Basically, you need to press this for more than 3 seconds, and the factory settings will be restored. And we have the alarm indicator for power. So, and it is steady green, the power supply is working. Otherwise, if it's red, so the supply is abnormal. So it's very important to see this status, of course, during the operation of the device. Then important indicator is the STU. This is for when there is anything that is not good. It shows that it's blinking red for something like the device is some have a limited operation, and of course when it shows that it's a steady red, it's starting already. So for alarm indicator, yeah, blinking red refers to startup, then steady red, there is a network failure, or I say the APP is not properly working with the in terms with the software version. So those are anything that shows a red, it's already an alarm, or we need to tag and be alert for that. And yeah, and this is the console port. This is configuration interface for local management and debugging purposes. And we have 4 ETH ports, so we can have the gigabit ports. So basically, these two is refers to the ETH, and they share the same IP address. So it is can be used for dual LAN redundancy. And of course, we have the AUX port, so you can set the LAN port accordingly to the desired specific IP. And this is for yeah, for local management and configuration. And these are the T1 E1 ports interface. So the T1 interface, we can support maximum of 24 voice channels. However, for the E1 interface, we support up to 30 voice channels. And of course, we have the SD card socket. So here we have the back panel. Actually, we also support AC and DC. So AC, that's 100 to 400 volt. And the DC power socket is negative 36 to negative 72 VDC. And of course, we have the ground pole that you're going to connect to your grounding terminal of the rack. Yeah. So this is the hardware specifications of our OM1000 TE. System memory is 256 MB. The flash system flash is 32 MB, and we use a TI ARM 3352. The SP is the C5509, and of course we have this is the power for power voltage 100 to 240 volts, and the maximum power consumption is 18 watts. So we have this is the size dimension, and of course this is the net weight is 3 kilogram, and the operating conditions should met these standards, the 0 to 40 degrees Celsius, and condensing humidity from 10 to 95 degree, 95%. Okay, so here are some other specifications with regards to security. As we all know, we do support auto provision. We do use the AES, that is 256-bit K length for the password, as well as the AES for the password with 192-bit. And with regards to security certification, certified by NS Focus. And here is the test results. So we share you the test results of our device. So here with the calls per seconds for the CPS, we handle to 4 CPS. And of course, for 1E1, maximum concurrent call is 30, and BHCC or the BCR call completion is 12,798. And for the 2E1, it doubles the concurrent calls for 1E1, that is 260. And of course, almost the same, 13,000 BHCC. And for 4E1, the maximum is 120 and approximately 13,000 for the BCR call completion. Okay, so let's go over with the installation environment. And again, this is just to wrap up, as we have same for the previous training for OM and MX. So we stress out that the installation environment really plays a crucial role in the normal use of the equipment. So the equipment must be kept clean, and the rack of the OM1000T must have a good ventilation system. So you need to keep at least, I think, 5 centimeter clearance with regards to the air exhaust of the gateway. This is to ensure the proper heat dissipation of the device. Then check whether the temperature and the humidity in the equipment room are within the proper range. So again, the humidity should be kept at 10 to 90 degrees. It is 90% non-condensing, and the temperature should keep at 0 to 40 degrees Celsius. So again, with regards to the room, should need to maintain the cleanliness and minimize any potential interference. So with regards to power supply, the power supply is that we need the equipment operates at an AC voltage of 100 to 240, or for the DC, that is negative 36 to negative 72 VDC, that is 2.5 amperes. And the power supply of the equipment should be installed independently of the power supply with regards to the other equipment. So this is to guarantee the stability and dependability of the communication system. And the user must install a UPS AC stabilized power supply in the event that the grid's local power voltage is not stable. So make sure that you need to check the power supply is in normal operation using a multimeter or a tester. So with regards to the cabling, you need to check whether the Ethernet cable, the TE1 cables are connected properly. So either way, we have also the guide on the manual. When you purchase our device, we really recommend to follow that. And check whether the AC and DC power cord is connected to the power supply as required. That is very important. With regards to the grounding, the quality of the calls is greatly impacted by proper grounding. So again, the proper grounding not only provides the guarantee for safe protection or operation, but also enhances the capacity of the equipment. So we need to have the grounded separately and thoroughly. Check whether the grounding cable is connected properly. Okay, so grounding rules again, you need to have a ground resistance that not be greater than 3 ohms. And in the event there is no grounding conditions available in the room, so you need to you need to nail the steel nails on the solid wall or ground as a temporary grounding source. So as shown here, we have the cable, and you need to put accordingly with the device. So again, after that, you need to make sure that the administrator computer should be on the same network segment of the OM1000 TE. So the default IP is 192.168.2.240. So you can set that to 2.219 or 2.100. So here, upon unboxing and starting of the OM100 TE, you need to use a network cable that is directly connected to the one port of the device. So that is what the procedure has been on the previous slides. So you need to connect that, then go to the computer, then change the computer's IP with the same network segment. And after that, you can open any browser and enter this IP, default IP 192.168.2.240 and log in the administrator interface. Then you can also modify or set the static IP so that you'll be able to allow to access to the network environment. And after that, connect the device to the working environment and log into the modified IP for configuration. So that's the method or steps to start with our OM1000 TE. Okay, so